What's up, boys and girls? This is Jano and I'm back with Planetary Annihilation. This time around they brought out, which is the Titan expansion. You will soon see, or you will see later on in the video, what I mean by the Titan. As you all know, this is a RTS game, Planetary Annihilation, and this game mode that I'm playing right now is free for all against 10 players. That's including myself. So here are all the 10 players. I am the purple one, as you can see there clearly, with the big X and small x. And then you can see the rest of the names that's on the list. Basically we all have to battle on this planet, and the last man standing, basically. As simple as that. So what we're going to do is get started with this video, and hopefully you will enjoy all the action that goes on and all the devastation and chaos. So for now we're just waiting to spawn, as you can see, and I'm the purple one. What I've done is I've opened up the view so that you can all see what's going on with all the other players. I'm going to switch that off, and then so that you can only see what I'm doing, because to be fair, I'm going to just show you what I could see when I was playing. So now it's all switched off, all the other players are hidden from me, and this is how I start off. I can't see what's going on around me, and they can't see what's going on around them. This is all fast forwarded ×2, as you can see over there. So it's a little bit speeded up, and I'm probably going to speed it up a bit more as well. No, actually no, I'm not. Anyway, so the first thing I do is build some defense, as small as they are, but they're pretty cool. These are Tesla units, and they're pretty powerful, to say that they're the first tier units. As you can see there, these are power energy plants, and this is the metal extractor. This is what we call eco. We need these eco. You got a fabricator there, which is basically a builder that can build you stuff. Or they call these sparks. And that's my commander. The first thing I do is try to capture some more metal, which I realize there is an enemy, so I end up turning back because I don't want them to get destroyed just yet. I'm going to show you, there's a mini map as well. Capture the screen. I'm going to zoom out, which is all usable for this game. So the light blue straight away comes and tries to attack me, and tries to annoy the hell out of me, which is really bad news for him, because obviously these sparks are pretty deadly. As you can see there, I just ended up walking my unit into the enemy base because I was concentrating on here. So now he's trying to destroy my ecosystem so that I don't take in that much metal. You can see my sparks are pretty slow in comparison to the docks unit, which is what I actually call mechs. But the sparks are deadly because they got a good AoE. So at this point now, this is a pretty risky move. I've put my commander out in front, and I'm going to go and start attacking their base. I wouldn't recommend this if you are a new player, because you don't actually know what's going to happen, and it's a pretty dangerous move as well. I know where the enemy base is. It's going to be around here with these 3 metal extractors base, because that's where I ended up with the 3 ones. So it's very low in resource. As you can see, there's not that much resource to gain. The only way you're going to gain resource is by taking out the enemy. So, you know, my first move was to go and destroy the person that was annoying me, so that he might stop annoying me. And once again, he started to produce tier 2 mech building, which is straining his eco a lot. So for me, I use my commander there as a shield, whereas he didn't have anything to back up his commander apart from those little mech bots, which isn't really that great. So that's the first commander destroyed. You can see the 1.2 times 1.2, that means that I've just gained a bounty for destroying one of the enemies. That 1.2 gives me extra income on my ecosystem, which is the metal and energy. Now let's switch over to the secondary thing, which you can see now that he's trying to actually attack me from my left side. So the light blue now is out, and the orange or yellow is trying to attack me from the left hand side, which now I have to worry about the yellow trying to, I'm sure it's orange actually, yes, orange, sorry, orange trying to attack me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and repossess all these ruined buildings and convert them into, obviously, resource, metal, and then capture their 3 metal extractor base. So I got unit cannon launchers here, which basically launches units, as you just seen there in action. And these produce dock units every 30 seconds times 10 of them, so it's not that bad actually. The combination with the spark units, it's pretty deadly. So here we go. So now I've got myself my primary base, which is over here, and then I've got a secondary base which I'm building up right here. So I've got 2 bases now in comparison to everyone else. So I'm just gonna open up the map so that you can all see what's going on quickly. So here we go with the orange trying to attack me again, which I end up deterring, and he ended up running away because he was getting slaughtered pretty badly. Once again, his eco is terrible because T2 buildings are very, how can I say it, they take up a lot of metal and energy to build, whereas I'm sticking with basic units for now, and then you'll see me go into an advanced unit later. So I've got the yellow down here, which is further to my right, and then you got the green even further to the right, which is probably halfway across the planet from me. Yeah, it is. So he's gone for full base defense, as you can see there. He's gone for a tier 1 factory straight to a tier 2 factory, which is straining his eco as well, because we've only got 3 metal spots, whereas for myself I've got 6 metal spots, so I'm already at an advantage. But I don't get too cheeky about it and start attacking players. I just wait out a little bit, build up some army, build up a decent amount of army, and then the action begins, even though I've already eliminated 1 player. You got the dark blue over here, and they're fighting the pink. And you got the black, which is built defense. So this is another method of playing the game. I mean, you can build defense turrets and stuff like that, but the problem with that is you can't attack with it. So you've just basically wasted a load of resource building all these turrets, and if someone just decides to swoop in, then you know his commander is going to be in big trouble. As you can see, his backside is defenseless. There's absolutely nothing there. He's got some units. So there's the white trying to there's the red trying to attack the whites, which is working very good because he's got tier 1 and mixed in with tier 2 units, so they're pretty powerful, as you can see there. That's the white over and done with. See you later, Ryan. I'm gonna go back over to my base because once again the orange is still trying to pester me. At the moment my eco is extremely bad because I'm trying to manage two defending and attacking units. As you can see, I've got no defense at all. My only defense is my attacking units. That is my only defense. See, those little unit cannon launchers are awesome. You see the fabricators, you can actually use them and get them to combine so that they'll build stuff, they'll build buildings faster for you. I've got the same on this side. Black's all the way over there. So now all I'm trying to do now is build up a bit of power, which you can see I'm building there, and build up my army. I'm going to combine my two split ends, so if someone actually attacked this now, it'd be in very big trouble. Well, luckily no one decided to attack it. So now I'm going to make a move on the orange because he's been pestering me all that time, trying to test me and trying to weaken me, which it hasn't been working obviously. So I'm just going to turn off the view from everyone apart from myself. Yep. So once again, I don't see what's going on. Just shut this down. Go back onto my planet there. So the orange at the moment doesn't know what's going on here. They don't know that I'm trying to flank them. So here we go. Here's a great battle. Here's another team about to get wrecked and put down for annoying the hell out of me. Like I said, the combination of the two units, the sparks and the docks, are pretty deadly. The only problem with them is, as you can see, they've got no health whatsoever, and the nuclear explosion core from the commander is deadly. So that's the light blue and the orange and the white out already. Once again, I'm biding my time, trying to build up my army because I just, obviously, you just seen most of my army get lost into that battle. And also my bounty's gone to from 1.2 to 1.4. So at the moment, the red is the only one that's got in similar bounty to what I have. I'm gonna build me some more unit cannon launchers, which are actually called lobs. I'm gonna go over here where the orange was and start recycling all the ruined buildings. Remember I said that earlier, which they give me more metal and well, they just give me more metal in general. And then I'm gonna steal the metal base, the metal extractor base. So I've got a pink here scouting what's going on, which I can't see. I actually can't see what the pink are. I could always turn on the iron side, but I'm just gonna turn this back on so that you can all see what's going on. So now I've got on my furthest base, which I've actually managed to build up now, I've got the yellow down there, and over here I've got the pink and the black. So the pink and the black are my main concern, and the black keeps on scouting me with air units, which I can't actually shoot them down at the moment. Luckily enough for me, yellow's stayed away from me and hasn't made a move. And here's the big Titan version that I was telling you about. So these units that hit that one little thing is building are massive in comparison to our actual unit, primary units. So there's one. The green's got one up and running. So this thing is extremely deadly. It's got a weakness, and the weakness is obviously air units. It doesn't shoot air, so that's its only weakness. So there's the blue and the pink fighting it off. You can see he's using his commander, but he's using it all wrong. Plus, these units here are snipers. They're a deadly unit to mess around with and try to use your commander to go up against them, because they're devastating. So we're going to watch these two fight it off. The pink and the green. Clearly we all know who's going to win here. I mean, the pink doesn't stand a chance. And you're going to zoom into this. There's not much going on at my base at the moment. So that's the pink commander dead. All that does is jump and stomp, which is very effective. So I'm going to go back over to my base. If I can find it. Yep. So now there's my T2 factory, which I started building later on when I was actually comfortable that I've got enough army to support this little base that I've got. I've got some air bombs, Bumblebee. I've also got some little bomb units there. Just zoom all the way in so you can see. These self-destruct into units and they have a devastating damage. I'm going to go back and have a look at what's going on here. So we got the yellow and now the green fighting each other. Now the yellow's got their own Titan. So we're going to watch these two fight it off. Epic battle. Two big Titans against each other. I mean, you can just see the size of these two units in comparison to those units that's actually all the way around. And as that Titan was already badly damaged, this Titan won because it was not only was it had more health, but it was backed up by units. So you see what I mean about the base defense turrets, which are pretty much useless. They're sitting duck. They did do a great deal of damage, but in numbers that would have never happened. Well, it should have never happened. I'm gonna go back over to my area. So I'm going for the black players here. The black players thought I was going to attack with bumblebees, which are air bombs. Which I was actually gonna, but they miserably fail because he had anti-fighters, which shoot down most of my bombers already. But that gave me an opening to see where the enemy commander was. So now I go in for my real attack. So far there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players left and 5 players dead. I've killed 2 out of 10, and each one of them have killed 1 each. As you can see now, I'm just basically going to end up walking through this base, going up to that commander and slaughtering it, because all he did was build defense on that side and he started building artilleries on that side, which really didn't stand a chance to the mass number that I had there. So now I've killed 3 players. All we're left with now is the red, the green and the yellow and myself. So here we go. This is where things get a little bit more interesting now, because obviously the players are starting to be able to build better stuff as they've got T2 fabricators. You can see the fabricators look differently. This is a T1 fabricator, and then this is a T2 fabricator, which is an advanced fabricator. The red doesn't have a clue where anyone is. He's going towards the black, expecting to take the black out, I guess, but it's too late already because I've already taken him out. What I'm going to do is just watch. There are 4 types of Titan. There's a tank Titan, a robot Titan, an air Titan, and an orbital Titan. And they're all devastating, and they all have their own unique way of destroying or shooting at the enemy. So the red over there is gonna take over that base, and the red over here, it just doesn't have a clue what's going on. You can see all my unit launchers are still working away there. I've given myself an outer perimeter with using my bots so that I can see where the enemy's coming from. I did this a bit late in the game, but you know what, it works. As long as you're confident that you can defend your base, then do it. Now, let's have a look if anyone else is battling at the moment. So the red obviously is going to beat my T2 bots because he's got T2 tanks, and I don't even have the number to make up for it. So I don't know. The reds at the moment was the bigger threat to me because he had T2 units. So what I end up doing again is gathering all my units. I still don't know where the enemy red commander is. So I'm gonna show you what I can see. So that's all you can see. That's all I could see in the game. Not a lot. So my two biggest army has been combined from the two sides that normally be defending my base. And now I'm going to use them to go on attack. I figured out where the enemy base was, but that wasn't the enemy base, so I ended up turning around and I tried to go over this way because obviously it's all been redded dot, and then I realized that there's nothing further that way because I already took out black. So I'm going to go back over here, pre-select every single unit that I've been building. My Titan, as you can see, some very slow progress because my metal and my energy is very low right now, or my metal at least. So what I'm doing there now is building myself an advanced radar, and that will give me a better sight of what's going on the map, because at the moment I don't want to send these in blind and waste them into oblivion. So again, I combine the two forces, which makes it even harder to destroy. So we know now that the red base is over here because we ended up scouting it earlier. Once again, the unit lobs just do their own thing and keep on firing. So now that my advanced radar has been put up, I can see the red dots of the enemy. Clearly it's not here, so it has to be here. I just wait for all my force to get together. As you can see, I've split up my bots and my main attacking units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little dock mech units as a meat shield to my suicide bombers. There we go. So there's a commander, and he decided to go out in the open. And now you see my suicide bomb units. Just go in there and eliminate Mr. B. So now that's the red game and over. Your commander is the most important thing in this game. Do never lose him. Once you lose your commander, you've lost the game. So far, each building that you have or you want to produce out of, you can automatically set them to actually build stuff straight away. Here we go. So I've got a pretty big army right now to say that I am the purple, and I've been fighting from 6 minutes into the game. I destroyed one player, and then a few more minutes later on I destroyed the orange player and then the black. As you can see up here where the bounty bonus is, not doing too bad, is it, guys and girls? So here we go. I need to find where the enemy located are. And you get shot down. Is it? Yep. Must have seen where the commander was because I'm moving right into it. Oh, the commander's out in the open. So the yellow's trying to deter me from cutting in deep to his base. Here we go. Basically, with a force that big, it's dangerous. There's the commander trying to flee, and here comes my dogs. And that commander doesn't stand a chance, and all of my army just got wasted. Anyway, so there's my there's my Titan up and running. It's pretty cool, I must say. Once again, my army just keeps on producing and does not stop. I'm just going to quickly zoom out of the mini-map and see what's actually going on there. So, my commander is trying to go after the green. I'm just gonna lighten this all up again. Yep. So all that's left is me and the green. Everyone else is dead, the red died. And I'm the one with the advantage because I've got a Titan. So I'm making a move for the green now, as you can see. I've got a little bit of support for my Titan, not a lot, but it's going to get that big support coming in a minute, and that one. So here we go. So the green commander starts to run away in hope that I don't catch him up, which he does a pretty good job. I must give him that. Make sure we get his name right. It is P.A.G. Kappa. So that's got to be a clan. He's got to be a power clan. Here we go.
Everything changes.
There's the enemy commander trying to run away. What he doesn't know is I'm surrounding him from all sides. And what he really doesn't know is all that time that I've been busy fighting here, I've not been paying attention to what's going on at my base. And that's basically game over for the greens, or almost game over. So the green trying to use the last of his unit to defend his commander, which isn't doing a great job. And I got him. And that was the epic 10 play battles, all against each other. And you got to see the Titan in action. Well, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to play Planetary Annihilation, go on to Steam and you can get it at a discount price. But I believe the Titan version or the expansion pack is a lot more expensive. So
Shake down.